Right, guys, welcome to another video of Stop 51 Vending. I just got off the phone with the lectric customer service, and apparently there is no refund for the bikes. They won't accept it. I'm like, wait a minute, you said if you I spoke to them. When I spoke to the rep when I was buying the bike, they said that it could be returned. Like, if you don't like it, it could be returned. And now they're putting like lines at me that, oh, this is in the, this is here, this is there, we have rules and regulations and stuff like that. Oh, I said, wait a minute, how am I supposed to know if I like it if I don't try it? I'm not supposed to do that. You know, it's not like a car you could test drive it. Well, actually, it is like a car. You're supposed to be able to test drive it. But the whole thing is they advertise 65 miles, and 65 miles is an urban test, and they don't advertise that. You know, they advertise 65-mile range in PAS2. The guy was telling me PAS1 just now. So, and I won't mention the guy's name. But the whole thing is that they refuse to take the refund. So I said, well, let me go a little further. Let me tell them about the defect in the bike as well now. And now they said, well, we can fix that part. I said, you can't fix this part. This part is not fixable. I know it's not fixable because I used to fix bikes for a living. And I know this part is not fixable. So, guys, beware. Do not buy the electric bike, okay? It only has 21 mile range in the city, okay? I had tested it in power assist 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I tested it all. I tested pedal assist. It's a great bike. Don't get me wrong. It's a great bike. But make sure that 21 miles is what you're going to need for what you need it for. If you're doing deliveries, you know you're going to use more than 21 miles, which means you're going to have to get second and a third, maybe even a fourth battery piggybacked onto the back of the bike. But without that, you're not going to get any more than that. I took the bike because it advertised 65 miles. I'm 270 pounds. And even on my unicycle, my one-wheel unicycle, they advertise 60 miles. And I get about 50 to 55 miles. And that whole thing, that unicycle weighs the same amount of weight as the bicycle, as this electric bike, which is 64 pounds. It weighs the same thing. So how is a one-wheel able to push the full amount of miles, whereas the bicycle can't push the full amount of miles with the same weight on it? You know, it doesn't matter how you put the weight, a pizza pie, a pie, it doesn't matter how many times you cut it up, it's still a pie, right? It doesn't matter how many times you cut it. You cut to a million pieces, you cut to whatever, it doesn't make a difference what it looks like. The point is, it's still a pie. So 64 pounds is 64 pounds no matter how you put it, right? So why am I getting less range on this bike? And they don't want to take it. I said, listen, I'll pay the $150 restocking fee. Oh, they said, oh, but now it's got miles on it. We can't take anything that's used. I'm like, how am I supposed to test ride it? How am I supposed to know anything about the bike as, you know, if I don't test it? And in the meantime, I get an email saying, oh, we want you to ride 2 miles here and 2 miles there to test out the battery. I'm like, wait a minute. So now you want me to ride it more? So it looks like it's more used? No, I have 47 miles on the clock, okay? That was from 2 days riding, okay? 2 days charging. I took the bike because I needed the distance. And the distance I need could be 40, 50, 60 miles. I can't afford to get stopped somewhere. You know what I mean? I can't afford to stop somewhere and to pedal out for another 5, 10 miles. Sure, I want to lose the freaking gut. Yeah, I want to lose this. But, you know, not intentionally. I want to lose it on my own terms. You know what I mean? So now I got this bike sitting in my house, and I have no place to put it. I mean, yeah, I do have a place to put it, but it's like, it's going to be useless. I mean, what's it good for? To go one trip there and one trip back? I mean, what am I going to do with that? You know what I mean? It's completely useless to me. If it had more miles, yes, I would be okay with it. I would keep it. I wouldn't be anywhere against it. It's a great bike. Like I said, don't get me wrong. But their advertised mile, which is 65 miles, is incorrect. It's wrong. It's wrong. And those miles are based on suburban riding where you're going to 5, 6 miles without any stops. We are in New York City. And in New York City, you have a stop sign on every corner. You have to stop here. You have to stop there. You have to, it's almost impossible. You know what I mean? We used to have fun driving stick shifts in the city, but now we have red light cameras, speed cameras. We have a whole bunch of cameras. We have a whole bunch of different things here. You can't even do that. Now they're requiring license plates for the electric bikes. You know, it's just gotten so bad. But look, the bike is great. Just the mileage sucks. Okay, the mileage sucks. And I have the lectric 3.0 XP. Okay, the mileage is horrible. 21 miles is not enough for me. I know I went to Queens and I got stuck coming back. I had to ride 3 miles back. Can you imagine trying to pedal 64 miles? I'm sorry, 64 pounds pedaling for like 3 miles? You know how bad that looks? I was sweating bullets, I swear. I was sweating bullets. I mean, okay, I liked it. It was kind of great. But I'm not looking to do that every day. I had to test out the bike. I had to. I mean, listen, you know, I could zero out that clock too. You know what I mean? I could zero that computer. You could switch out. You could zero that thing out. That's not a problem. They can take the bike back, but they don't want to take the bike back. They don't want to do no refund. They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to do nothing. So there is no refund policy like they say within 14 days. Even with a defect, they wouldn't even accept it. And that's a problem. That is a huge problem. So anyways, guys, beware when you buy these electric bikes. Buyer, beware. Be sure. And by the way, if you want a brand new bike, I got mine for sale. If you're interested, all right? You can always contact me. I'd be more than happy to sell it to you. All right? Take care, guys. Peace out. Stop 51 vending.